Hey guys, today I'm going to share some tips and tricks to pass Scrum Master PSM1 Certification exam with the first try. So as you know, I'm a QA director as well as certified Scrum Master. So all the tips, it comes from my personal experience as well as the tips I followed before my exam. Okay, let's deep dive. So number one is Scrum Preparation Guide. So get the Scrum preparation guide from scrum.org. They have a Scrum guide, the latest one, 2020, and also the Scrum glossary. So it's like 13 to 15 page. Download the PDF file, go through each and every line, understand the Scrum concept, the different terminology, you know, and all details. Some part of that you have the confusion. I'm telling you, if you have the experience, Scrum experience, but still I would recommend go to the Scrum guide and the glossary. you know Understand the concept. Sometimes you will see that some things or you have been experienced, but it's a different, the concept is the different, slightly different in a Scrum guide, because every company, they don't follow exactly by the book. They follow as per their requirement, the company requirement. So that's why, to pass the exam, you must need to go through the Scrum guide and a Scrum glossary. I would recommend download the PDF file and highlight the points, the concept that you are not clear or you have some confusion. Okay, that's a number one. Number two, master the Scrum org open assessment. So in a scrum.org, they have also open assessment. It's about 30 questions. Now I would say go for this open assessment. Make sure you enroll that assessment and you score 100%. Try multiple times. I have a separate video. I can share the links where I take this exam on live. So you can do the same things, like you take this exam. That's even though it's a 30 questions, but it will bring a lot of difference in your confidence, and make sure you get this the score 100%. And next one is aim high in mock test. And after you get the score 100% on the open assessment, find some mock test. So that online you'll find, there are different places you will find some mock test. Even in Udemy, I have a very super compact mock test, where I have 450 questions. Here I can show you. Here is my mock test. The PSM1 certification, master is total 450 questions. Just recently I launched this mock test exam related course in Udemy, and you will find over here 5 different mock tests, and each mock test section you will find 80 questions exactly, you will face in a real exam. And also it is the time sensitive too, so the exam time, it's a 60 minutes, exactly you will face the same time period over here each and every mock test. And apart from theirs, there is also bonus 50 question you will find over here after all the 5. So it's kind of advanced level. Before you go for the exam, try with the exam, the advanced level. That will boost your confidence. So this is really good. I can tell you, this is all the exam, the test that I manage. I had a note, I manage all those things, and I through all the questions that's you will find over here, and based on that I passed my exam. So this is the real proven testimonial. I can tell you that if you go through this mock exam, and if you ensure that you pass each and every test, like you score 95%, I can ensure that you will pass without any doubt. So why do we need a mock test? Because to reflect how you perform, you not only that your knowledge depth about the Scrum idea or your experience, but also it will give you the strength, how you manage your time in a real exam, as well as you can see this mock test, the way I design over here, it will give you the detailed explanation for each and every answer. So some things, maybe it's wrong for a long time. So here through the mock test, your eyes and idea will be open with the explanation. It will give you the real time, experience or environment, as well as, and each and every test it's over here is based on the latest 2020 Scrum Guide. So you will have all the latest up-to-date information, contents and materials. Okay, and also you need to target to have the score on your mock test during the mock test like 95%, which is slightly higher than your the actual passing score in real exam, which is 85%. But if you have a little bit higher than your actual score from the real exam, like 95%, if you make, I can guarantee you will pass with one try. Okay, so this is really the good compact course I can recommend. So something like that you can find and do the mock test and validate your strength, validate your knowledge. Review every incorrect answer thoroughly. So go through that's another reason why you need the mock test, or why mock test is very important. So you can analyze each and every incorrect answer, why this is the answer, why the answer you thought is not right. Okay, and make a note, find out the relevant information on the Scrum Guide, highlight that, so that quickly when you scan your Scrum Guide, it's catch your eyes. Next, time management is critical. Yes, I would say, when you do the mock test, try to finish each and every set, which is 80 questions, less than 60 minutes, so that you have few minutes on your hand, and this is a best practice. And you can use those 5 to 7 minutes to review some of the doubtful questions, like some of the questions you are not sure or answer. And this is a best practice, to control, manage your time. And do not spend more than 45 seconds per questions. And as you know, in a real exam, it takes a few seconds, near about 3 seconds from one question to shift another question, go to the next question. So that's, you have to consider that 3 seconds also. So don't spend more than 45 seconds. So mock test, if you go through all those 5 mock tests, this will give you the real habit and practice that how we can manage and control your time. Next, choose your exam time wisely. So pick a time when you are the most alert, you are consistently score 100%. Ensure you have a quiet, uninterrupted environment. Your internet is working. Okay, so make sure that whether you are a morning person or you are a night person, so choose that time, your exam time, since it's online based on the exam, so you can choose your exam time based on that, so that you're calm, your brain works like everybody. It depends on person to person. You might be a morning person, you might be a night person. So whatever this comfort time period, time zone for you, pick your exam time according to that. Next, read questions carefully. So during the exam, watch for the keywords that could change the entire meaning, like especially keywords, example, can, must, may. Those things change the question's meaning. Do not rush, understand before answering, especially those the questions like few lines questions. Okay, read carefully and don't try to skip and don't just guess, like after reading one or two words so you understand that what's the question about it. Don't depend on your judge. Okay, just go through the question, each and every word, read carefully. Look for some qualifier words like not, always, never. Those things, the answer will reverse because of those keyword, like not. So not can be changed, the reverse your answer. Never can be reverse your answer. Next, key focus areas. So there is a few focus areas. I so far I have seen that comes most of the questions. Scrum values and principles, difference between roles and responsibilities or accountabilities, sprint planning event, daily Scrum purpose and format, definition of done versus acceptance criteria, product backlog versus sprint backlog ownerships, sprint review versus sprint retro. So those are the main area you will find most of the questions comes. Still, I would say your Scrum guide is the best buddy for you to cover each and every area, especially those core area. So make sure you cover each and every those areas through the Scrum guide. It's just a 15 to 13 page. Okay. And if you're already working on Agile or Scrum environment, you will find most of the things is matches with your idea and experience, but few things you will find the difference. Because as I said, the real life experience working in a company, that could be a little bit different because every company, they have their own way to run. Next, review strategy. So during the exam, the flag uncertain question for review. So don't waste too much time if you have a confusion with the questions or answers, because that can be really waste your time, and at the end you will see that you will not able to have enough time to cover some of the questions that you must know, you already know it. So just flag it if there is some questions are the uncertain, so that if you get some enough time at the end, you can come back and you can review. Double check all the answers if time permits. That's why I said it's during the mock test, you can have also to manage your time, so that you can have you can see this, whether you can have few minutes left over at the end of the exam, like 5 to 7 minutes. Those can be useful to review all of your flag questions, or the some of the the long questions or multiple answers, those things to double check. Trust your initial choice unless you are certain it's wrong. So again, don't waste too much time just for one single question. If something comes if the answer comes from your mind, initially whatever it comes up, go with this. Unless you are doubt, unless you feel maybe this is not right, then mark as a to review later. Last not the least, here is some pro tips. The day before exam, rest well, quick review Scrum guides, no new study materials. So just before the exam day, quiet, calm, take enough rest and sleep, and go through one more time for the Scrum guide. That's why when you're going to do the preparation or study Scrum guide, you are going to highlight some of the key area, some of the confusion materials, component that you are confused, so that during the quick review you can have a go through very quickly and have a glance about those ideas or about those topics and materials. Do not include any new steps just before your exam day. That will make bring more confusion in your thought, in your idea. And next is to maintain exam some integrity. Like during the exam, or even though it's an open exam, do not try even or think even use the Scrum guide or use the Google search. Trust me, it will kill your valuable time. You will not get a time to check your Scrum guide or Google to have the answer. You might get an answer 1 or 2, but you will see that at the end you will have some shortage of time. Time is the one of the key factor during this exam, because remember, it's 80 questions, total 60 minutes, and some of the questions you will find multiple answers, right? Then and there is no partial markings. If you have a question, have an answer with a 3, you have to correct all of the 3. You have to choose the right 3. If you miss one, that this will be considered it's a wrong answer. So time is a key part over here. So do not try to even think about using a Scrum guide or Google to waste your time. So that's all overall the guide to pass your PSM exam. If you follow this, trust me, you will pass with the first try. Good luck.